Now that we have our name drawn on our paper and we've learned about 1-point perspective, we're going to go ahead and start our second step of this assignment. So for this step of the assignment, you need your ruler. You also need a pencil with an eraser. Now I am going to use my marker so that you can see what I'm doing, but you should not be using a marker. You really do need to use a pencil and eraser for this step. All right, so to start off, we're going to choose somewhere on the top of your page to draw a little dot. And again, draw this with a pencil. I'm going to draw mine with my marker so you can see it. See that little dot that I drew? Now, this is going to be tricky, so pay attention. You're going to take your ruler and you're going to draw a line from the tops of each of your letters. So watch what I'm doing. You're going to draw a line from the corner at the top of each letter to the dot. So I'll start with the E. Line it up with the dot, line it up with the corner of your, well, I'm lining it up with the corner of my E. We'll do whatever letter you have. Now I'm going to, my M and my E line up, so this is a little tricky. This is why I need the pencil. See? I'm going to go to this next corner. Line it up with the dot, line it up with that corner of my M. Make sure your ruler doesn't move. See how mine just moved? Go to the dot, go to the next corner of my M. Make sure your ruler is on the dot and the corner. Dot, next corner. Dot, next corner. Now I'm moving on to my next letter. Dot, next corner. Now I'm on my last letter. Dot, next corner. Dot, next corner. Oops. Dot, next corner. And my last corner and my dot. So as you can see, once you've done that step, you now have your name starting to look like it's popping out at us, doesn't it? But it's not finished. We need to add more lines to the bottom and outsides of our letters. Now this part is very tricky, so pay attention. We're going to do the same thing we just did for the top corners of our letters, but there's going to be something a little different. I'm going to start with this E. Now I'm going to line this corner of my E up. Now remember, we're only doing outside corners. We're not going to worry about the inside corners of any of our letters. Just the outside corners of our letters. Okay? So when you line your dot up with that corner, do you notice that the ruler goes over top part of the letter? What you're going to do here is you're going to line the corner up with the dot, but you're only going to draw your line from the corner to the letter. And then you're going to stop. Let's do that again. I'm going to go down to this outside corner. Line it up with the dot, line it up with the corner, and you just draw from the corner to the letter and stop. Now, let's go to this outside corner. Let's talk about why we're not going to draw anything with this. When you line the dot up with the outside, you're just going to draw right through the letter. So that's why we're only doing the outside corners that have space in between the corner and the letter. Hopefully that makes sense for you. Let's do a couple more so you can see. I have a little bit of space at the bottom of my E before it touches a letter. How about this corner? Is there space between the corner and the dot before you hit a letter? Yes. So we're going to draw right there. And just try it with all of your corners. Dot, corner. Is there space between the corner and the inside of the letter? Yes. We're going to add a line. How about here? Nope. We would draw into the letter. Same here. Same with this corner of the A. Same with that corner of the A. So far, I don't have anything to draw. That corner of the N, I would draw into the letter, so I'm not going to do it. Ah, but this one, there's space here. Here, I'm going to go on the other one. So line the dot up to the corner and draw until you hit the edge of the letter. So, there you have it. Once you have done those two steps, the top corners and then the outside corners until they hit the letter, you now have a name that is drawn in 1-point perspective. See how it looks like it's, wow, jumping out at you? Isn't that cool? So once you have that completed, you have officially finished the second step of this assignment. Now why don't you give it a try for yourself? And remember, use your pencil because this part of the assignment is very hard.